Okay, so our motivation was, as most of us here, try to somehow do something with all of this spatial grid data. And get up here again, because I don't quite understand what you mean by a content management system for this. I understand what you've done, but...
Okay. So existing solutions don't provide some functionalities for some advanced data processing, so that's why we try to implement our solution to cope with that. So in this app we enabled visualization of data and also to enable some processing, which we will show it on practical lessons. Yeah, service. So that's what I meant.
Okay, I mean, the ideas we also had was trying to combine some of the Copernicus data with some demography data which I'd already provided in the coverage service. And further idea was then also to really cross-combine this, see if we can find a correlation initially with the night sky light and population. Due to the absolute lack of data on that, we then fell back to infrared data as something similar, and when the night sky data becomes available, we could then continue that. Okay, who are our target users groups? Basically anybody who wants sensible access to the data without having to choke on megabytes of very strange files in formats nobody can understand, and somehow easily interact with those, combine the data from various rastered sources. So how can we make Sentinel visible to normal people who just can't see that far to the sky? Methodology. Okay, we define the reference data which we want to use. So we've got the world borders is one of the things we have where we can then aggregate polygons. We had to import the necessary Sentinel data to the coverage service because in the current formats, it's not easy to use and somehow cross-correlate. And once we had it all nicely packed into coverage, you could then use the coverage service with the get capabilities and describe coverage to get a good feel of what the coverage can do. And then we also utilized the coverage processing service for on-the-fly processing. So the one bit we have running is that you can take any polygon, throw it at the map, get the population of that area. What we wanted to do, the correlation of the population with the infrared, we got lost in CRS projections. So we're close, but we spent too much time getting the data online to begin with. So what do we have? We have the viewer allowing for this on-the-fly aggregation. And we're still working on various other bits to then align several coverages together. I'm not going to go into the details of the results. You get to see the results, and then you get to think what you saw. Challenges we had, I mean, it started with the problems we've all been facing with Copernicus, that is just huge and strangely documented until we've managed to figure out what bands do we need and get it properly packed into the coverage service. The other problem is that there seem to be more errors in the coverage grid data than we had really expected. So partially the data was then flipped around, north and east were wrong. The clipping function has a problem. If the clipping polygon is bigger than your data, you get nothing back instead of everything. So these are various details we will report back. And it's also the further reason we didn't manage to do the real mashup between two coverages is that they're both stored in different projections. And I've just found a nice list of errors in the GeoCMS standard. So that we will see. And I will click on the link and you will present it because I can get it to do something I wanted to.
Okay. So basically, what Kathi said, that if you click on data, then outside of the extent of coverage, then you will get an error. So that's kind of a problem. So it's a fairly simple application. So you can click which we chose only two data sets to show it, and if you click on population data, you get you click on the wanted polygon, and then you see which dataset did you query and what is the sum maximum minimum average. So that's it. Just to show the concept, and much more complex calculation can be made, but this is just only for showing the concept. And if you click on the land cover, so land cover is not, it's outside of the extent, so it's reporting errors, but fortunately we know where is the extent, so I will zoom in to Austria, sorry. It's kind of tricky without the mouse. Okay, so we can, so we have 3 levels of okay, we can click on this one, and you see that here is the Copernicus data for these small polygons. Okay, something is, but data are there, and that's it. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Questions?
Yeah.
I lost you as usual.
Maybe I would have one. So does that mean that this client or this software allows you to visualize already published coverages, which if I want to do that I want to even provide them to the users, I can do that through the graphical user interface, or I have to do it in the configuration file?
Well, there is not. There wasn't so many time to implement in the GUI, but
for future.
Yeah, it can be done. Now I did it in the code, but it can. I mean, you just need to set up the components, but it's there. So
cool.
Anyone who understands this can extend it and use it for their own purposes.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.
One final point on it, I find it a nice way of really bringing together terrestrial data like the 1 kilometer population grid we took from Eurostat and sentinel data from the sky. So it's a cool way of really cross-processing all of this.